an unconventional American solution.
In this lesson, you'll learn about verbs and prepositions and using the negative instead of being negative.
This conversation takes place in the evening in the employee break room.
And it's between Mitch, June, and Alex.
The speakers are co-workers, but June is the assistant manager and wants to help everything work out right. This is a very casual discussion. Let's listen to the conversation. What is happening? Is the calculator broken?
Hey, what's going on? Is everything okay?
June, thank goodness you're here. You'll know what to do. My new sales strategy was a huge success. It resulted in me moving the largest volume of big-ticket items since 2006. But no matter how many times I crunch the numbers, I'm still out $2,700.
Well, actually, you forgot to carry the 1, so it's really $3,700.
What am I going to do? Big John is going to accuse me of stealing merchandise.
Don't get worked up. Let's see if we can get any ideas from our coworkers. Okay, everyone, listen up. We're just looking for a few ideas to make a lot of cash quickly. What do you got?
My mom knows a dude who will torch the place. All your troubles will go up in flames. And if anything goes wrong, we can always blame that guy.
While I'm impressed by the out-of-the-box nature of Alex's pitch, I'm thinking that maybe a more legal solution might be better.
Okay, so it appears that Alex is even more confused about what goes on at a job than Mitch, which is interesting. So, there was an interesting thing that happened here about using the negative as opposed to being a negative person, usually in the sense of trying to be polite. So, could we talk a bit about that?
In English, we often use the negative structure to soften negative comments. For example,
This is bad compared to this isn't good.
many people consider this to just be positive thinking or a semantic technique. No matter what it is, this grammar structure is frequently used in business and meeting situations. For example, you shouldn't say, he's stupid. Instead, say, he isn't smart.
Or instead of that car is ugly, say that car isn't pretty.
These phrases can be even further softened by giving them a personal tone. For example,
This is bad compared to I don't think this is good.
he's an idiot versus he's not the smartest person I know.
And again, I think that car is ugly versus that isn't the prettiest car I've seen.
Notice how, in the dialogue, after Alex's suggestion, June doesn't just say, that's stupid, even though it was a stupid suggestion.
Yes, it was. However, not only is she not rude, she finds a way of complimenting the comment Alex made so that he doesn't feel bad when his plan was rejected. Let's take a look at the vocabulary for this lesson. The first word we'll look at is
Strategy.
a plan of action or policy.
Strategy. Strategy.
Our next word is
Success.
an accomplishment achieved on purpose.
Success. Success.
Our third word is
Largest.
having the greatest size, extent, or capacity of a group.
Largest. Largest.
Next is
Volume.
quantity.
Volume. Volume.
Next we have
Impressed.
to cause admiration or respect.
Impressed. Impressed.
Next is
Accuse.
charge someone with an offense.
Accuse. Accuse.
And our last word is
Merchandise.
goods to be bought and sold.
Merchandise. merchandise.
Let's have a closer look at the usage for some of the words and phrases from this lesson.
In the dialogue, we heard the phrase big ticket.
Big ticket means that the item was a very expensive item. The phrase big ticket has a few possible origins, one of which is the idea that since the price of the item was very high, therefore the tag, or ticket, where the price was written also needed to be very large.
Another possibility refers to tickets that used to be used to keep track of the inventory. When a large or expensive item was sold, the ticket was the receipt.
Could you break this down for us?
Big ticket.
And one time fast?
Big ticket.
What's next?
Our next phrase is crunch the numbers.
Crunch the numbers means to calculate or to make calculations. This is a very casual expression and frequently used among friends.
There are a few variations, including crunch those numbers, which means keep doing calculations, as well as number cruncher, which means someone who is good at math.
Could you break this down?
Crunch the numbers.
And one time fast.
Crunch the numbers.
What's our last phrase?
Our next phrase is carry the one.
Carry the one refers to the mathematical process of addition. The idea is that as you add numbers together, you will frequently go over the base 10 factor upon which Western numerical systems are founded.
Every time you reach 10, you carry the 1 over to the next numerical bracket while continuing from 0 again in the original numerical bracket.
Exactly. So, could you break this down for us?
Carry the 1.
And one time fast.
Carry the 1.
Excellent. Okay, so what is our last phrase?
Our last phrase is out of the box.
Out of the box is a phrase referring to the human tendency of thinking within specified limits. When an individual has a unique idea or arrives at a unique solution to a problem, it is often said that they have thought outside the box.
In the United States, thinking outside the box is generally a very positive thing.
Could you break this down for us?
Out of the box.
And one time fast.
Out of the box.
Excellent. Let's take a look at the grammar point. So, Barbara, what's the focus of this lesson?
The focus of this lesson is verbs and prepositions, part 3.
In the dialogue, we heard the phrase,
It resulted in me moving the largest volume of big-ticket items since 2006.
This lesson is set up as a reference lesson. We've gathered together a list of over 100 verb-preposition combinations and put them together for this series. This is part 3 in the series.
These are not phrasal verbs. However, they are verb-preposition combinations that are frequently used, and maybe in the next 50 years, some of these might become phrasal verbs.
There are quite a few of these, so we'll go through them with minimal explanation.
First, let's take a look at verbs used with the preposition in. First, to be absorbed in, doing something. Peter was absorbed in reading his book.
Second, to confide in someone. I confided in Tom my desire to find a new job.
Third, to be engrossed in. I surprised Jane, who was engrossed in watching TV.
Fourth, to implicate someone in something. The boss implicated June in the office mischief.
Next, let's look at verbs that are commonly used with the preposition of. First, to accuse someone of doing something. His mother accused him of eating the entire cake.
Second, to convict someone of doing something. For example, Johnson was convicted of armed robbery.
Third, to remind someone of something or someone. Peter reminded me of Tom.
Fourth, to suspect someone of something. The police suspect Mitch of breaking into the safe.
Next, we'll look at verbs used with the preposition on. There are quite a few of these, so we are going to limit them to just 6. First, to be on something or someone. She is on Peter to do his best.
Second, to base something on something. I base my conclusions on market research.
Third, to blame something on someone. She blames the lack of interest on the teacher's poor explanation.
Fourth, to concentrate something on something. They concentrate their efforts on improving the infrastructure.
Fifth, to congratulate someone on something. Tom congratulated Lisa on getting her diploma.
Sixth, to decide on something. We've decided on getting a new car. That just about does it for today.
Thanks for listening.
See you next time.
Bye.
What is happening? Is the calculator broken?
Hey, what's going on? Is everything okay?
June, thank goodness you're here. You'll know what to do. My new sales strategy was a huge success. It resulted in me moving the largest volume of big-ticket items since 2006. But no matter how many times I crunch the numbers, I'm still out $2,700.
Well, actually, you forgot to carry the 1, so it's really 3,700.
What am I going to do? Big John is going to accuse me of stealing merchandise.
Don't get worked up. Let's see if we can get any ideas from our coworkers. Okay, everyone, listen up. We're just looking for a few ideas to make a lot of cash quickly. What do you got?
My mom knows a dude who will torch the place. All your troubles will go up in flames. And if anything goes wrong, we can always blame that guy.
While I'm impressed by the out-of-the-box nature of Alex's pitch, I'm thinking that maybe a more legal solution might be better.